Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Grand Tactician Civil War as we jump back in. It is the 2nd of November 1861. We're probably heading for winter and what should be a quiet spell where the two armies can rebuild, requip and retrain their forces. But is it going to be quiet? I very much doubt it. Let's jump in and see what happens. Well, we've got reports of Union forces all across the map. Of course, we don't know what's there. Polk did get a good arse kicking over in western Kentucky there, so he's going to be falling back down the railroad. We need to get our western armies in, but basically equipped and just ready to fight. And we need to cause some chaos in Missouri. That's going to be easier said than done, as Price's forces, which are going to be causing the chaos, need to get some supplies. Now then, over in Kentucky, Van Dorn, over there, Earl Van Dorn, we spotted kind of a large Department of the Ohio force coming up to meet us. 20,000 men. That vastly outnumbers us, even if they're not already. We're going to try and bypass them and head for Louisville and maybe come out down one of these other routes, just causing chaos in the rear, while the Army of the Tennessee under Hardee, which is gradually reinforcing and is building up, slowly prepares to get itself back into the battle. We are waiting for extra troops to come in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got some extra guys under. We should have a cavalry force in all these armies. We're waiting for Bragg's men to come back up from Fort Pickens as well, and that will make a nice difference. Is there any Union gunboats on the river that we can go and cause some mayhem? Because our fleet should be in pretty good condition. It's got a few ships disabled. Maybe they're waiting for repairs. That's okay. We'll wait to cause some trouble. Unless we go up here. Do you know what? We may go up there. Let's go up there. Let's get the fleet up there. And we're going to put them blockading that ferry, which may cause a few issues for Grant as he tries to advance down into western Tennessee. Okay, let's move the time on. Very important, though, we keep an eye on what's happening with Jackson up here. He's trying to take Maryland. Oh, what we have an issue. By the way, these are notifications at the top of the screen, like sieges in progress, invasions from your side or the enemy. Supply alert. Well, the supplies are always going to be a problem. One thing, POW camps are overcrowded. We've taken too many prisoners, which is kind of a good thing, right? So what we can do is if we come out of the Army Command, we can go into, is it federal buildings? I think it's federal buildings, right? So prison camps. We kind of need to do these. So we can construct these wherever we want. It is on auto placement. So no auto placement possible. Can I do that then? How do we do this? It's supposed to be auto managing. Do you know what? We might just let the computer manage that itself. And it needs a hospital. Oh, I think I just click it and it just auto places them and stuff. Okay, we'll construct a hospital. Ah, it's doing it. I wouldn't have picked there because that is likely to get taken over by the enemy. All right, okay. We'll take that off, I think. I don't like the idea of that. Can we cancel that one? I don't know if we can. I think it's being spent. So I would put, like, hospitals, say... I mean, around Richmond's going to be a sensible one, right? We're going to have some hospitals there. Can we pick a spot? There's one. Hospital cost $3.2 million. Generally, it's, I don't know, I'm happy for the computer to manage this, but we're going to need some prison camps, obviously. So, we'll see. I should probably build a couple of those, you know. Let's be optimistic. I think we're going to need to build several of those. Chattanooga. It's far enough in the rear that it should be safe. There we go. God, prison camps are expensive as well. So anyway, back to watching General Jackson. As he should be taking, and that should be it, right? That's Polk. Polk's retreated. I think... Alright, so I don't know. Are supplies coming? It's connected depots. He's drawing supplies through Washington, which shouldn't be a thing. Now, what's really curious here is that we do not know what the situation is with the Union Army around here. And 22,000 men? It would not be... No, it's got to be done. It has got to be done. So I'm pretty sure, like, Frederick, Maryland has been taken here. We're going to march him down. I want to take a look at Washington. We want to have a look at Washington. Because if it's left unguarded, we grab it. Can you imagine the chaos that that would cause? Okay, so Polk needs to get down here. There's a depot down here. Can he get there? The Western Department? Not yet. It said Polk at destination, but he isn't. He's withdrawing. And quite rightfully so. Confederacy issues bonds. It's okay. We're okay. We can afford to at that. Meanwhile, well, there's a few things I need to be looking at here. So, are you drawing... I think... Oh, they just... Ammunition increased, so I'm going to guess that they're drawing supplies, but... Okay. Okay, so they're drawing it not from the depot down here, but they... Whoop, hang on. Pause, pause. Stuff's happening. Construction completed of what? Fayetteville Depot in Arkansas. Okay, that's good news. That's good news. Price is at destination. That was Price. And that is Van Dorn is low on supply. We'll go take a look at Van Dorn. So this has been done here. Do you know what we should also be doing? Here we should probably construct a telegraph. Can we do that? Because that... Actually, I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters because we don't have order delays. If you do have order delays turn on, that matters very, very much. And keeping your forces in communication via telegraphs is excellent. I think we're resupplying here, so we're going to give Price a bit of time to get his supplies back. He's drawing forage. He's got ammunition, so that's good. And then when he's ready, we might have a strike at Springfield, because I think the Union might have left. But, yeah, we need those troops ready there. We need more men. We just need more men everywhere. So, Polk is withdrawing down that road, leaving Mississippi and Western Tennessee wide open. I don't like that. We could put Bragg's army there. Actually, we could put Bragg's army there. Are they getting off there? Let's put them at Memphis. That would be a much more beneficial place. So tick that. Put sea movement and rail movement and get them going and hope that they go, because I'm not sure that order was accepted. Did that actually go? There, it's accepted now. So we get them up there. I think they're just getting out of that siege issue down at Fort Pickens, so I think that's going to be fine. Okay. Oh, Van Dorn. Where's Van Dorn? He's being chased across Kentucky. He managed to avoid those guys, so that's good. And he's still in fantastic order, which I'm not quite sure how, but we're going to take that, so that's excellent news. In the Army of Texas. 3,000 cavalrymen sort of running rampant in the rear of the enemy is pretty... Oh, God. This is a big boy. I wasn't watching this. Is this what the Union have? Ah, okay. We've also got them over towards Baltimore. Another 20,000 men over there. We can beat this. I think we can beat this. Okay, looking at the battlefield, this is interesting. There's one victory objective, and it is this hill. Pierce's Mill. Do you know what? This looks like a fantastic place to defend. There's only two viable areas the Union's going to come from. There's this bridge here, unless they march around to the top, but there's no roads. There's no roads running through there. Well, there's that. Either way, it leads to the foot of this hill. And there's this one. So I would say we're just going to set up position on top of this hill and defend this, and then let them come on. And then this should be an astounding Confederate victory. It'd be very remiss of me if I hadn't tried to take Washington early in the war. It would have been the South's best chance of victory. So let's see if we can pull this off. All right, okay, we just caught a glimpse in the distance there of Yankees coming through, and some over on this side. Now this is more interesting. You see, I've built a few breastworks just to cover my arse a bit here. I should have had these guys in properly placed up. Hang on, it's very, very awkward. It's very bloody awkward trying to get these. Hang on, give them an order like that. Let them move, and then I can't get them to occupy. There we go. We got it in the end. There is enemy artillery advancing up the flipping hill there. Hang on a minute. Right, so we've spotted the enemy. We've definitely spotted enemy movements over there, right? So we had cavalry out here just to keep things in order. You guys are not very well positioned, so let's just, if we may, just reposition like that. Let's bring the horsemen back and make sure we're on this flank. Now, this time I do have reserves. I have infantry reserves everywhere. Let's just put that where they can be seen. Do you know what? I'm going to occupy that behind. There we go. We should be pretty safe. But what I would like to also grab is that artillery down there because it's not paying attention. So let's get the 1st Virginia Military Institutes, the cadets. And let's go and just nail that horse artillery that's come in there. Those are skirmishers. Meanwhile, we are trying to redeploy, but not very successfully. All right, so we've got... My defences aren't fully manned here, which is not ideal, but it's okay. We have artillery up there as well. I could go and put some cannons right on the front, but they seem to be very, very vulnerable when I do that, so I don't really wish to. You guys are taking up position, and the horsemen are coming back in. So if we had to, we could throw the 9th Arkansas here straight into... Do you know what? We could do that. Let's just make sure you're positioned a bit further along here. Redeploying in front of the enemy. Probably not wise. Probably not wise. And I'm going to actually go and occupy that crossing with skirmishers because I think that would be a great idea. Right, let's just redeploy a bit better here if we can. It seems to be a limitation with the game. It doesn't really want me to be manoeuvring like that. It's going to put the cavalry into... Take cold steel off. Can we take cold steel off? Can we dismount at least? Can we take cold steel off? Can we go loose order? I'll have to just check on that before something bad happens, but we should be okay. Right, can we... it will not... There we go. There we go. It didn't want me to position that like that. So we do have reserves that we can bring over if this is an issue. And we have artillery holding the centre. That's a good... That's like a killing zone there. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. That artillery is retreating. And I'm happy to put some skirmishers into that woodland area there just to keep an eye on things. And speaking of keeping an eye on things, let's just push some more skirmishers out and get some vision up ahead. So the enemy's taken this road here, and then they're going to have to redeploy. Oh, I see artillery in a position where artillery shouldn't be. Well, you know, we're going to punish that every single time. The more artillery batteries that we can damage, the better. We've got everything in place. You guys are actually... They've followed their orders, which is brilliant. I'm going to have them out here on a flank. Come on, infantry. Where was that artillery sneaking off to? There it is. Give it a volley. Don't get in range of whatever that is. New Jersey Militia Brigade. My guns are opening up. So you can see the position we've taken. We're going to hold this. If anything wants to attack, it's going to regret it. There's enemies. Oh, there's a force moving in down here. Is it going to be an opportunity to blast them as they come across the bridge? It might be. Do you know what? We may wish to just pull back a little bit. Just catch them in some long-range skirmish. And there's something in there that we can't see. Did you see? I think we've taken some losses, so I think there's something in there that's invisible to us. Oh, we've found some cavalry. I think we might be able to win that fight there. There's a whole load of bloody artillery moving up down there. Push the guys forward. Yeah, we're winning that skirmish. That's good. Can we sting the enemy into making some sort... Wow, there's a load of artillery down there. Let's send some additional skirmishers for... Oh, no, those are weak skirmishers. Let's deploy skirmishers from our reserve. These guys might otherwise not get into any sort of fighting. Let's send them forwards like that. That's moving. We're likely to take a whole load of flipping casualties. We're in the woods. We're in skirmish order. We're sniping at batteries. We've seen the enemy. What's coming on over here? Oh, interesting. There was... that's not right. How did they get across unseen? Seriously. Seriously, guys. That's not a thing. Can we withdraw our skirmishers now? Our guys aren't up to holding off that. Meanwhile, over in the centre, I think we're doing some good work here. I might need to pull back because this is coming in. The dudes in the woods. Okay, I think they're just going to get beaten, so let's just pull them back. And let's just stick our reserves, skirmisher reserves, back there for the time being. So we're in cover, but there's a heavy enemy artillery presence that we need to be wary of. Okay, they're advancing right up into us. The Virginia Military Institute cadets should be able to open fire, and they've already dropped a load of them in the first volley. That is some good news. Did I not order you back? I thought I ordered you back. Well, they're going back now, whether they wanted to or not. That's that. Very close to our first perk here, by the way. Oh, they're up against us? Who are we up against? The first US... It's from the regular brigade. Okay, so those are regulars. Now we're not trained. We're untrained soldiers. Which, oh, they won't be. Now that's something to bear in mind. Right, once again, this business of rotating out of cover to face the enemy. There is a setting that stops that happening. Anything on this flank? This flank's very, very quiet. I think the US regulars have legged it, but I can't be sure on that. We'll put the skirmishers out to go after the artillery again. Oh, I can't deploy skirmishers. No, there's something in there. I just can't see them. It's the game's vision rules. We can't see them, which is insane. Get a bit closer, guys. A little bit closer. We want you to actually go and gun down. I don't know. I think our guys are counting as being in cover, even though we're technically not. So I think we're okay. There's a load of artillery batteries out there, but even so, we're swinging into action on this side. And let's bring... I think there's only artillery. I'm going to mount up. We're going to do something very, very risky. And we're going to deploy our reserves. No, we're not going to deploy the reserves. We don't need to deploy the reserves yet. I was going to put them onto that front line. They just don't need it. Have we advanced? I think we've advanced across here. Time to... there we go. Something's fleeing for its life. So on this side... it looks like the... I would prefer it if you would shoot at those guys, actually. Can we get you in position like that? I'm happy to advance. This is what Jackson would do. Make sure we're advancing. Spot the enemy. We're holding the centre quite... That is an extreme amount of artillery. That is insanity. I know what's... Oh, this is the enemy AI again. It just... Who's wounded? Who do we need to know? Richard Garnett's been wounded. Okay, he's one of the better officers. So we're going to have to find a replacement for him. Ooh, I don't like the look of this. Also, you absolutely do now need to dismount and go into loose order because there's some problems coming up there. Do you know what we need to we do need to deploy the reserves. We need to get them in on this side because I think we can turn this flank and I think we can destroy that artillery. I was about to complain about the enemy's recruitment methods. They may have recruited a stupid amount... Yeah, they've recruited a stupid amount of batteries. That's insane. That's just absolute insanity. There is no reason why that should look like that. That's just madness. Right, make sure, guys, as the enemy try to advance up here. Let's get some formation on here. And we wait. We wait. We should maybe deploy the skirmishers to cover that crossing. I do enjoy these battles, but even though if the makeup of the enemy force is just utterly insane. Right, I'm going to deploy in that direction. There's still some sort of fighting going on over there we can't see. Oh, somebody's coming in. The 1st New Jersey Brigade. They came up, took a volley in the face, and are probably thinking about their life choices right about now. Advance. Advance. Meanwhile, on the other side, get across the river. I'm going to send skirmishers across the river. Oh, you guys are armed with bloody muskets. Okay, that's not optimal. So, our cavalry is about to be engaged on this flank. Let's move in. But we're bringing infantry support up with reboard mixed muskets. Not the best weapon in the world, but certainly not terrible either. They're now going to have to change direction to face them, and that is when we deploy the cavalry and flank them. I need to keep an eye on overall casualties. Yeah, it's okay. We're going to bring these guys up and we're going to chase off all that artillery. Enemy artillery's moving over there. Let's bring the reserves in over here because when they're not needed on this flank. I say that. I'm not seeing anything over there. That's good news. So where did my skirmishers get to? Because you need to go and chase that artillery off. Right then. Forwards. There's enemy infantry coming up through the woods there. You take the centre. I think we can push on into that massive artillery. As dangerous as it looks. Oh, brilliant. We've got those guys running. Okay, mount up. And charge. Meanwhile, you better face in this direction. And reinforcements are coming, and then we can push on into this. Advancing into the teeth of cannons is probably not advisable, but it's what we're going to do. Now, we have good pieces of artillery up on here, so we'll hopefully be getting some good experience. There's none of you guys in this force, is there, at all? I don't think we've got any of you guys in Jackson's army. Right, skirmishers. No, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Charge. They're trying to retreat over here for some reason. I have no idea why. Advance. There's a whole load of stuff in that on the other side of that cornfield. I need to be a little bit wary of that, actually. Don't worry, we've got your backs. We've got your backs, guys. There's still more infantry coming up. Apparently my skirmishers tried to charge the enemy battery, which was fleeing and has been defeated. Yeah, go figure. I don't know what's going on there. The cavalry has been defeated after fleeing. Well, I say that. They're classed as broken. They've taken a shed load of casualties. It might just be to represent blown cavalry. Basically, if cavalry did a charge, they would have to usually pull back to recover afterwards. It's known as, cavalry was blown. Doesn't mean to say they're broken, destroyed, all the rest. It just means that they are not in a state, or they're in a disorganized state, where they can't just be instantly sent in again. Right, well, the enemy seems to have a lot more men coming up here than I anticipated here. And didn't help my skirmishers running off, but that's a separate issue. The artillery has decided to retreat up this side as well, which is hilarious. Right, face that direction. There's an attack coming up the hill. Our guy's holding the centre. doing some good work. I may have progressed these guys a bit too far. They're in cover though. This cornfield is counting as some sort of cover. Advance. Oh, pause. We have a perk to spend. We may as well take this right now. We will take the melee shock unit. No, we won't. Skirmishers. We upgrade that by skirmishing, which is always nice, but light infantry's out as well if you don't want. Sharpshooters is good. Sharpshooters is this one, isn't it? This will give us... Come on, tooltip. Come on, tooltip. This one gives us... Level up by engage enemies at long range. It's worth it. All infantry can level that up. You'll always be engaging enemy at long range. Let's take that right now. And the more you do it, the more it levels up. So we'll take that. Who else has got these? Anyone else? A lot of these other guys are mostly inexperienced troops without a lot of combat practice. It didn't help my cavalry fleeing back like that. I don't know who you're from. Oh, yes I do. It says from there. Okay, right, brilliant. Recall the skirmishers. And the artillery also do level these perks up. As you see, it's a little bit slower. But that's okay. Excellent stuff. Right. Carry on, chaps. Go out and farm experience. These guys bravely advancing up the hill. I mean, they're going to get annihilated from the... What is this? This is the 3rd Arkansas... Oh, well, it's the 3rd AR Infantry Regiment. I assume that was the 3rd Arkansas. That might not be what it stands for. At some point we are going to have to advance out of our little hole. We're doing okay on this side. I'm worried about all that, I must admit. Where's the cavalry? Where's the cavalry get to? They're broken. Can I deploy? I can't deploy them back, sadly. What I may do is deploy this. These were the reserves. Let's send them in. Oh, we've got someone breaking there. That was not anticipated. We've got 2 lots of guys breaking there. We don't really want that. I want an opportunity to go and smash the enemy artillery. I'm going to do it with skirmishers. Skirmishers with smoothbore muskets, though, mind. Let's send those in over there, and those boys in over there. Now, they've got rifled muskets, so they've got something at least. So I either pull back at this point. Do you know what? We pull back and we hold that position. We can engage enemy infantry. We can engage enemy... We're chewing away at the infantry there. I'm a bit worried about the artillery on the flank. Send the men forward as 2 people start running out of ammunition. Try and get rid of some of those cannons out there. Should try and chase off the ones that are semi-broken, shouldn't I? Go on then, we're going to send all the skirmishers forward at this point. Even the musket-armed guys. Good luck with that. So we might just be able to sting some of those chaps into activity. Okay, so it's turning into a big skirmish now. No, the skirmishers are being pushed back. It's not enough. Okay. Get down there. I'm going to get out of range of that. And we're going to pull back a bit. Right, let's see. What we want to do is to try and pick off the same thing if we can. And why don't we... Can we... Who's the artillery chief up here? I can't order the cannons. Let's order the cannons into counter-battery fire on both. Make sure they're doing their thing over there. Okay, we are engaging them. Unfortunately, we're engaging infantry there, but I don't think we can do much about that. And I fear we may be about to be outflanked, but We had the reserves there for a reason, so let's push them up there and cover that flank. Yeah, I'm not overly worried about ammunition shortages. These guys have got 3 stars. Why have they got 3 stars? I'm not quite sure where that comes from. We'll send out more skirmishers just because we can. Oh, I think maybe we'd send theirs out, had we? Maybe we have. These chaps are eventually pulling back. Nope, I want you to go and shoot. Oh, I'd ordered them back. Okay, fair enough. I see, I see. Go back and sting them a bit more. Brilliant, we've got some people on the point of retreating here. Are the enemy making an attack? They're not exactly making an attack. I did not order that. I did not order that. Whatever that is, was not my doing. Is the artillery doing any good? We've got broken... We've got panicked. We'll not say broken. We'll say panicked. How's the cavalry doing? They're nervous. Okay, we can put them back in. I'll put them in on that flank. They just need time to rest up, really. Ooh, can we double team that guy over there? They're low on ammunition? Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. They could have done some nice work. That's okay. They can withdraw. We've got a whole brigade going across here, which isn't supposed to be a thing. Do I want to throw my brigades into the teeth of all them cannons? Because I do feel like there's a possibility of a fantastic victory here. Let's go shooting. Let's go shooting. We're going out. We're chasing cannons off here. This is fantastic stuff. We shall advance. In fact, let's get the whole lot in there. The sensible thing would be to charge in, I think. But that is taking a massive risk. We could deploy those guys. They haven't taken too many casualties. They're fairly fresh. I'm going to risk this. This is what you should do against artillery. You shouldn't stand there sniping at it necessarily. I feel confident in actually having a go over here, so let's send everybody in. Where'd my cavalry get to? They're still recovering. They're just a bit nervous still. I can understand that. So we ordered a charge over in the centre. I don't really have enough men there to go charging in. But we should be okay. We should be able to do the deeds. The enemy is retreating. Brilliant. Now is the time to order charges everywhere. As the enemy try to withdraw from this. 506 men. I mean, that's a risky manoeuvre. However, if we don't take some risks, we will not win this war. And this is Jackson. Oh, well, that's too risky. That is far too risky, I think. You're armed with muskets. Charge. Just charge. They're going in against regulars. Yeah, we're going to play that card. I'm not going to send the cavalry in that state. They'll not survive that. Charge. Well, it looks like whatever we did here was entirely successful. They're trying to retreat, look. Let's put this on 2 times speed. It's a shame you're not given more time to sort of get your attacks in when the enemy go to retreat. It's like you're given something like 9 minutes of game time Just give him a volley, I think. We're not going to catch him, so we'll just give him a volley and chase him off. But, I mean, this should be a thing. It shouldn't take that long to advance across that field, should it? And I think we're going to run out of time, and the enemy have got away. Now, that's... I feel kind of cheated there. We lost 3 guns to the enemy's apparently 90. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It really doesn't. Anyway, we'll take a victory. Victory at Frederick. Captain Getty loses face. I don't think that's one of ours. Let's go jump in. Can we have a look at the guys already? Are they still... They're classed as in combat. And I want control of this the moment we can. So we had a success there. Jackson's readiness is a little bit low. Rebels on the move. Confederate armies invade the north. Union forces skedaddle. Davis congratulates the troops, which is what we want. That battle is still ongoing, so let's just pause because there's other things I need to go take a look at. For example, the Army of Texas, which is now out of supplies, is in trouble, is now trying to... I don't know what's there. We might be able to go and grab that, which would be fantastic. But I'm going to try and... I'm going to go for Louisville. I'm going to try it. This is bad news because Grant's army is just railroading down here and we have nothing in the way. Whatever the hell is going on. Oh, something is going on here. So Bragg's army is on the move at last. That's good. That's something. We'll take that. We need to get you down to here. It looks like we're going to have to march them in as well. We'll get them back. I need to try and win the fight down there. Meanwhile, what's going on over here? So Price is recovering. I don't think there's anyone there. He has enough. Oh, he's not ready. Okay, no, he can't move. He's recovering readiness. That's going to be a pain in the arse, that. Right, meanwhile, we need to see what frees up here. I don't think there's anything on this side of the river. Let me move to Alexandria, facing Washington, with 50,000 men. It's rebel hell. There can't be anything there. Have they gone and left Washington open? This could be a massive opportunity. So let's go see what's happened with Jackson's guys in here. Someone was injured. Chambliss, the commander's okay. The commander's okay, but those guys are a bit roughed up. It was Garnett. Is he still in there? We don't know. Stevens was he newly promoted or something? He doesn't look so fit. I don't know who he is. Kemper. Hampton, he's decent. He's a good commander. Chestnut Jr. We do have some slightly injured guys kicking around. Wasn't Anderson, was it? It was definitely Garnett. Okay, I can't find the guy at all, so that's not a problem. He must have been replaced. Taliaferro's in there, and the 3rd AR, and Albert Rust. Where are these guys from? Arkansas. Unit? Home state. It is Arkansas. Okay, that makes sense. They are very, very weak, but they're useful, so we'll leave them in place. Let me see if I've got some better weapons. Did we capture anything? Don't forget, we need to untick that. Why is it showing me cannons? Why is it showing me cannons? It's not supposed to do that. Right, get rid of all. Oh, I hate this. Hang on. Surely only suitable, right? Available in depot. Input. It's showing me absolutely everything. Okay, so assuming we can't equip the infantry with 6-pounder field guns, let's move down the list and see what we do have. Put it in weapons in stock, actually. There we go. So the mixed smoothbore muskets are no use for cavalry. I can't equip these. I can't give these... There must be a... I must have something ticked on here that's... It's something showing up that's not supposed to be. It is. It's just... This isn't right. Weapon type. Sort by... that's bullshit. Anyway, okay, so what I want... we have the Enfield rifled... We do have some of those, but not quite enough. Is it enough? We don't. What I should have done, actually, just go back out of there. I think I know why that's happened, actually. I think I've clicked on the wrong thing. What I should have clicked on is that, and then upgrade, and then that. There we go. That's showing me what I need to see. That makes a lot more sense. I wondered why I couldn't get this before. Can't give them the Enfields. Don't have enough. Alright, okay. We'll move on. As Beauregard's army is not very ready, but it's moving up towards Alexandria. Slowly. Meanwhile, Jackson's men are just having a bit of a pause. Can we get the readiness back up? I'm thinking there's nothing in Washington. Disaster at Galveston. The Galveston squadron, we lost 2 ships. Okay, we need to have a look at that. That's not surprising. Do you know what? We don't need to wait any longer. We're just going to order you in. We're going to order you in. Oh, what the hell? Where did they come from? The army of the Shenandoah. With 15,000 men. It's threatening Winchester. Well, we won't lose our capital, at least. That's the thing. Just pause the game a sec. Hang on, game. It's running away with me. Did we manage to get our fleet up there? It's supposed to be going up there to block that ferry. The Army of the Mississippi is now heading down here. It looks like it's chasing Polk. Okay, I was worried it was going to railroad down there, and that's stopped. So that's fine. God, this Western Army. I'm going to replace the commander in this. Commander. I don't know whether there's something not right with him, but we're going to put in someone who's actually far more suited to this level of command. Well, actually, it doesn't look like he maybe is, but he's a pretty good guy, Albert Sidney Johnson. So let's put him in there. We're still waiting for the 2nd Missouri State Guard. We've been waiting for those guys for a really long time. 81 days. Why are we waiting 81 days for them? I don't know. I think that's contributing to the fact of their readiness, because troops that aren't present don't show as being fully ready, or reduce the army's readiness. So there's that. Meanwhile, these guys are doing okay. Supplies are a bit of a problem, but they've reached Louisville, and they've taken the depot, so hopefully they'll be able to get supplies from that. Alright, folks, we've got something serious going on here. So the Army of the Shenandoah is coming after Jackson. Beauregard cannot advance. Provisional president officially elected. Jefferson Davis for 6 years. Okay, no possibility of re-election. It looks like the Union forces, the ones who were beaten at Manassas, have retreated beyond Washington. These guys are coming in via the ships. They're trying to get in by any means they can. Farrand. Who the hell is Farrand? Oh, okay. So that was the squadron that was out there. Fair enough. And we know who Van Dorn is, at least. So we had these ships 3 out of 29. That sounds a bit extreme. Oh, I did send them out, didn't I? We should have... Can we have a look at the results of that battle? Where are we? Van Dorn, Farrand. Results of the Battle of Galveston. Can we actually see? Engagement is desperate, with us being thoroughly outgunned and outmaneuvered by a superior enemy. 1 ships have been sunk. The condition of the enemy fleet is believed to be barely afloat. My fleet has suffered 2 sunk, including the CSS Lewis Cass, and 2 captured. Condition of my fleet is alarming. We can't see what the enemy fleet was, but if the enemy fleet has had to sod off because it's in a bad state, then we're no longer being blockaded. So perhaps there is something good to be gained from that. Right, excellent. Bragg's men are slowly moving out of there. It's a slow process getting anywhere in the Civil War. However, over in Kentucky, things are developing apace. Yes, we are taking supplies from there. That is excellent news. Hardy's men are in no state to advance, unfortunately, to help. That's fine. We have something serious kicking off up here. So there's an enemy force that is about to get in there. I'm gonna order you in. No movement possible on bloody enemy territory. Okay. Let's go up to 20 times speed here. Because Jackson's guys are coming in here and there's going to be a fight. There is going to be a fight. Here we go then. We've got the Yankees coming right down the road, right into the middle of my very heavily fortified line. Well, I say that. They've got breastworks up, and at this end, the infantry are rapidly trying to get it finished. But that's all right. This is actually the second day of the battle. And the artillery... Oh, we need to deploy our artillery into position here. As we finish some of the breastworks for these guys. You know, we can get some of these up, okay. We've got this little unit here, rapidly digging holes. I don't know if you are actually in position there. They're in cover. We're in cover. Cover's forest. Okay, so we're not actually in the breastworks. That's my bad. We're going to 2 times speed. Because the enemy seem to be making a general engagement, which is what we want. And we're going to bring the cavalry in on this side, which is going to be perfect. You can line that. But generally speaking, they're coming up against my guys in a better position. We have reinforcements, we have reserves. We're just building breastworks for the sake of it over here, by the way. It's not strictly speaking needed, I'm fairly certain. Alright, so we've got... Oh god, we've got smoothbore muskets in the centre. How have I managed that? We need to get you guys some better weapons. But even so, we should be alright. Let's get some skirmishers out. And make sure that you are sniping into the flank of that. I think my line is maybe a bit longer than it needs to be in this direction, but that's okay. We're going to try and drive those skirmishers away and protect the flank of these skirmishers. Guys, can we get you on that line, please? Facing that way. Let's bring in the cavalry. No, pause. Turn cold steel off. There we go. It's so annoying that it defaults to that on every single occasion. Right, let's get our sniping abilities leveled up, shall we? Oh my god, I've got this line is far too long in this direction. Let's deploy the skirmishers across the map and cause some real chaos here. So, this is looking good though, this is looking very good. You guys need to be facing that way. Why is that? Why is there's a divisional commander running in there? Why, we don't know. Stop. Cavalry, shoot. I think we're taking casualties. Okay, pull back. And that is fall back. Fall back. We don't need to do any fancy redeployment in the face of the enemy. We just need to do a fall back maneuver here. We need to do a fall back. Fall back. Are they going to go? There they go. They're going. That's how we fall back. That's it. We don't want to take any more casualties than we really need to there. There's enemy artillery out in front. Okay, I think we're safe to pull back here. Make sure you're facing the right direction. Come off the line. There we go. That's what we wanted. We wanted you there. And then just make sure everyone's facing the right direction. They're in full cover. They're getting shot at by artillery. I don't see where it is. Okay, the cavalry did manage to successfully pull back from there, which is excellent. Let's just reposition. We're going to go and have some fun out on that flank. I'm going to push these with skirmishers. Not with the... We're not going to use the muskets. Those guys have taken a bit of a pasting. But if we go forwards... The guns on this hill now are making a difference. Brilliant. Pull the reserves back. Get the artillery in position up there. So our cannons, I think, are just shooting at that guy. Skirmishers pushing the enemy back. That's excellent. If we can, I'm going to go snipe off those cannons. Oh, there's infantry coming forwards, and there's more infantry coming up the back. I'm gonna use the cavalry to make a bit of a push, though. We're gonna try it. Into the trees. Let's go see what's coming. You guys may fall back. Over here, are we achieving anything? Let's go right on the flank. Let's use some pesky skirmishers. We may be invisible to the enemy. That might be a thing. The cavalry's going to have a go at this artillery anyway. Basically, I'm happy for them just to try and come on. I don't think we need the reserves on that side, do we? I think I might switch them over to this side. And the centre. Let's move those guys across. Ready to just reinforce this area. Come on, cavalry. Shoot those guys down. We've got those guys being a pest on that side as well. Well, you've got good rifles, so I'm going to try and advance them. And on this flank, we've got a vulnerable 1st US artillery battery there. The enemy are up to some scheme, I can see. If we had some proper... Oh, there we go. They've gone. They've gone. That's good news. I was going to say, if we had some proper carbines, which had some better range, we could do so much more there. Yeah, pull back. There's infantry coming. Yeah, pull back, guys. In fact, you can just cancel the skirmishers' orders. Pull them to one side, and then we might advance with the infantry. That would be awesome. All right, let's push the skirmishers in here because we're going to get into the rear of the enemy here. We've got enemy infantry coming up, which we do not want. We want to be out on this flank and safe. You've got to go. This seems to happen all the time. Cavalry just seems to get caught out so badly, and then is so bad at actually getting itself out of whatever particular fix it's got into. Okay, on this side we have... The enemy have advanced, which is what we wanted. I can't see any more artillery. The cavalry's broken. It just sits there. It just sits there. It's so flipping brittle is this stuff, trying to use it properly. I just don't understand why they won't maneuver out the damn way. Who are you from? They are from this. Okay, call your men back. I'm tempted to give them the old charge, to be quite honest, but I might wait till those are faltering as well. And they are. Charge! They can take some more damage in the flank first. Oh, we found some pesky artillery sitting in the woods. Okay. We're just waiting for the enemy to try and make an attack on this side. They've fled. I would say let's be more aggressive over here. The skirmishers doing great work over there. Enemy have pushed up into the middle. Sadly, the cavalry has fled. We might see that cavalry commander getting replaced because he doesn't seem to be having a whole lot of joy, does he? Let's get the guns up to the front here. They're making another effort here. We'll let them come in. We'll chase them off. Who are you from? You pull back. I think we're in a position where we can actually... Oh, bloody... I cannot get those. Right. Send some more skirmishers in. Move the division commander up. It's getting a little bit hot and fiery down here. Don't think those guys are in range. They've got sodding muskets. Damn them. These guys most definitely are in range, however. And the enemy are now going back. Right. Time to come out, and we're going to risk a front... Well, not quite a frontal assault. What's going on with you? Are you set to... You're set to shoot at short range. Bloody commanders. Can't do anything worth a damn. Alright, it's time to advance now. Most definitely get in there. Shame my cavalry is destroyed. Would have been most useful. Can't seem to get the bead on those at all. Right, advance. Everyone advance. See if we can take some of this artillery out. We do seem to be advancing faster than the enemy. That's always a good sign. Oh, they've stopped. They've turned round. They're going to give us a volley in exchange, are they? Oh, yeah, the enemy are beat. That's okay. We've got them. That is the most important thing. We've just got them. Come on, guys. Keep up. And you with your Springfield muskets. Charge in there. We're getting valuable experience here. Although I think everyone's knackered. Charge! The enemy is retreating. Okay, that's pretty much the end of the battle right there. But we're going to see if we can't just bag something. There must be something we can get. Send those boys in. Experienced troops. Training, good. Okay, so some of these guys... Ah, is that what the stars... They're untrained. That's what the stars relate to on top. No, they're regular, so it doesn't. Forget that. The little stars above the units. I think we're probably going to get pushed back here, are we? Well, we're going in regardless. The enemy are also going back. Our guys are now unstable. And I'm just going to stop and shoot. It's far too dangerous charging in. They've been ordered to short-range engagements again. It's not what I want. Quite historical, playing like this. Wow, okay, we took more casualties than I expected. I wonder if that was due to my reckless charges at the end there. That did not look like I should have taken as many losses as that. Victory at Chesapeake and Ohio Canal. Enemy of the Shenandoah flees in panic. Now, there's a couple of things we need to go and pay attention to here. Or this might be a 2-day battle. We need to see the results of this. And unfortunately, I don't think those guys are going to... Their readiness has dropped, so they might not be able to move. This is a weird thing. It's kind of realistic. If an army becomes so disorganized, its readiness drops into the orange zone, it's not allowed to move in enemy territory. That means if they're already in enemy territory, they can't retreat. Unless they were forced to from a battle, which would be disastrous. But anyway, that's another issue. We need to go and take a look at Jackson's army. Hopefully we're not about to get into a fight anywhere else, because I want to spend some time looking at that, because there's a couple of generals need replacing as a result of actions that went on there. But we'll get to that in a moment. God, the readiness of these lot, it's just not increasing. Okay, let's play the timeout here. Okay, so we're looking at Colonel John Chambliss here. His stats are good. His unit is... do we have anything we can actually give them that's better than the revolver thing? The Enfield... Oh, the Enfield Musketoon's actually quite good. And there's enough of them. Rate of fire... I mean, the rate of fire of the revolving rifle is a lot better. So if you do get onto the flanker things, it's great. But it's classed as an unreliable weapon. We've got Sharps carbines, which we could put in. let's put the Sharps carbines in. Let's upgrade them to that. Now then, who got injured? Someone got disgraced in all this. We've got a right old funny mix of guys in here. We honestly have. Kenton Harper, that's the guy. Okay, let's replace him. He was garbage. But somebody else, Alcorn. Oh, in charge of the artillery. Yeah, now you see when you've got people in charge of multiple batteries of artillery like that, then they can actually do a lot of really good work, and the cannons, well, the casualties that they get, or inflict, I should say, earn them some fame. So that worked. Anyway, it is this guy. It is with regret, you're fired. Who can we put in there? We want perhaps a good lieutenant colonel. William Stark. Henry Walker, that would be a good one. He's pretty good. Let's assign him. Let's give him a go. And then out of the rest of these guys, who are these from? West Virginia. 2 West Virginias. Ah, now these batteries are quite small. I'm gonna combine them together into one big... Oh, I can't? Well, crap. That didn't work out as planned, did it? 6. 6 is the maximum number for our batteries. Okay, I thought it was 8. I think I've been working on the bad... No, that's at 10. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't think the game does either. Now, who was using the terrible weapons? The reboard mixed muskets. We've got some worse stuff than that, though. We've got some smooth bores there. Do we have enough? I need 2,000. We've got Enfields. Let's instantly give these guys the end. I can't upgrade them. Upgrade not possible. Why? I've got 3,000. Are they in enemy territory? Is that the reason? I should have some Springfields somewhere as well. Okay, now I can. For reasons unknown, I don't know what the shit was going on there. It seems to be the case with this game a lot. Look, guys, we are actually capturing Washington, D.C. because it falls within the area of control of this army and this army. I think that's going to happen. We'll have to see if it does in the next episode.